What Remains of Edith Finch sits alongside Kentucky Route Zero as one of the finest magical realism stories in all of video games. In a first-person, story-driven experience akin to Gone Home and Firewatch, it tells an incredible, tragic, and constantly surprising multi-generational history of the Finch family. Walking through this gorgeous, labyrinthine home is like a guided history of each family member that delves into what may or may not be a familial curse. Ultimately, we learn how each one succumbed to it. In the 2 hours it took me to fully explore, I ran the emotional gamut from feeling completely devastated to full of an energetic light to annoyed by noticeable performance dips, especially when I approached the house for the first time. The only challenge is finding a way into each locked room of the house, generally through the use of secret passages that make the whole thing exude a charm and imagination of a pop-up book. While the whole thing is pretty much devoid of any friction preventing you from progressing, the joy of Edith Finch is in fully immersing yourself in the final moments of each Finch's life. Once you find a specific moment in each of their rooms, you're treated to a story of their death, told through fantastical allegories. I don't want to spoil them because I got so much joy out of never knowing where the next memory would take me. While each story is ultimately about death, it's wonderful how full of life each tale is. Even something as heart-wrenching as the death of a child is presented with such exuberant creativity and magic. While experiencing the final moments of their lives as unquestionably tragic, the way they embrace it and welcome whatever might come next filled each story with light. Each of the vignettes is so distinct and so surprising that I didn't have enough time to fully absorb and dissect what I had just played before being whisked away to the next one. One thing I absolutely love about the house itself is how incredibly lived in it feels. It doesn't come across as a set designed around the idea of a video game level, but rather a home that a dozen members of an impossibly creative family lived in over several generations. But after fully piecing together the threads of the family and sifting through the allegories of their final moments, I was left with a beautiful, heartbreaking mosaic that exudes life, even when mired in death. For more on What Remains of Edith Finch, stay right here on IGN.